Kawasaki Ki100. The Kawasaki Ki100 was a highly effective single-seat fighter aircraft used by the Imperial Japanese Army Air Service in World War II. It was initially modified from the Ki-61 and featured a powerful Mitsubishi engine, making it one of the best interceptors used by the Army. From its first missions in March 1945 until the war's end, the Ki-100 outperformed most other Japanese Army Air Force fighters against American B-29 bombers, P-51 Mustang fighters, and F-6F Hellcat carrier fighters. Later variants like the Ki-100IB and Ki-100-2 were developed, but the latter never entered operational service due to the war's conclusion. In mid-1944, the Ki-61 was among the top-performing fighters in the Imperial Japanese Army Air Service. It featured a unique inline Kawasaki Ha-40 engine, which was an adaptation of the German Daimler-Benz DB601 engine. Additionally, it was one of the first Japanese fighters to come with factory-installed armor and self-sealing fuel tanks. The Ki-61 prioritized speed and rate of climb over maneuverability and range, aligning with American fighter designs of that time. Despite its effectiveness, it faced challenges like engine shortages and reliability issues. To address these problems, an improved version called the Ki-61-2, later Ki-61-2KAI, was developed, powered by the heavier Kawasaki Ha-140 inverted V12 engine, resulting in enhanced performance, including a higher maximum speed. However, it didn't meet expectations due to ongoing engine quality control problems and a shortage of engines. In October 1944, due to the urgent need for effective interceptors to defend against bombing raids over Japan, the Mitsubishi Ha-112-2 engine, a reliable 14-cylinder radial engine, was chosen for the Ki-61 aircraft. This decision became critical when the Ha-140 engine production plant was destroyed in a bombing raid on January 19, 1945, leaving 275 Ki-61 aircraft without engines. The Ha-112-2 engine, though lighter than the Ha-140, provided the same power. The Ki-61 was modified to accommodate the new engine, resulting in the Ki-100. The redesign included adding a second skin to create a fairing on the fuselage to improve airflow around the new engine cowling. With the lighter engine, the Ki-100 became significantly lighter than the Ki-61, enhancing its flight characteristics, including landing, takeoff, maneuverability, and turning radius. Flight tests showed that, with equally skilled pilots, the Ki-100 would consistently outperform the Ki-84, the best Japanese fighter at the time. The Ki-100's flight performance excelled in most aspects compared to the Ki-84, except for maximum speed, which was slightly reduced due to the radial engine's larger cross-sectional area. Despite this, it could dive and maintain speed after pulling out of a dive, unlike many other Japanese fighters. Reliability of the Ki-100's engine was significantly better than other contemporary Japanese fighters, which often suffered from engine problems. While Japanese fighters still faced challenges with unreliable electrical systems and poor radio equipment, the Ki-100's electrical system was less problematic than that of other aircraft. Its armament remained similar to the Ki-61, featuring two cowl-mounted 20mm Ho-5 cannons and two wing-mounted 12.7mm Ho-103 machine guns. The Ki-100 Ieyasu variant was a newly constructed version with notable fuselage enhancements, including a redesigned rear fuselage, improved canopy, and a more streamlined fairing for the oil cooler. A total of 118 aircraft were produced from May to July 1945, distinguishing it from conversions. On the other hand, the Ki-100-2 variant aimed at high-altitude performance improvement by incorporating a turbocharged water methanol-injected engine. This upgrade was primarily intended to enhance interception capabilities against B-29 Superfortresses. However, only 3 prototypes of the Ki-100-2 were built, and they were not used in operational missions. Notably, no intercooler was installed due to space limitations, but the aircraft still exhibited enhanced performance above 8,000 meters. The Ki-100 entered combat on the night of March 9, 1945, and its first loss occurred a month later on April 7, 1945, when a B-29 Superfortress downed a Ki-100 from the 18th Sentai after repeated attacks. Allied aircrews quickly recognized the Ki-100 as a formidable new fighter. Despite their limited availability compared to Nakajima Ki-84s, the Ki-100 played a crucial role in the Japanese Army's fighter inventory. A skillfully handled Ki-100 could outmaneuver any American fighter, including the P-51D Mustangs and Republic P-47N Thunderbolts escorting the B-29s over Japan, and it exhibited competitive speed, especially at medium altitudes. In the hands of an experienced pilot, the Ki-100 proved to be a tough opponent. During the final year of the Pacific War, the Ki-100, along with the Army's Nakajima Ki-84 and the Navy's Kawasaki N-1KJ, stood on equal footing with the latest Allied aircraft. Various Army fighter units were equipped with the Ki-100. Pilot training took place at the Akino and Hitachi Mito Army flying schools. Instructors at these schools often came from operational units and flew combat missions between training sorties, making the most of the limited operational fighters, though these units were only partially re-equipped. While intercepting high-flying B-29 Superfortresses before they switched to low-level missions, the new fighters like the Ki-100 faced challenges because their engine performance dropped off at high altitudes. The most effective strategy against B-29 Superfortresses was a head-on attack, which was highly dangerous as it left the fighter vulnerable to the bomber's defensive guns. In this type of combat, the Navy's Mitsubishi J-2M Raiden remained superior. On June 5, 1945, Ki-100s from the 111th Sentai intercepted B-29 Superfortresses attacking Kobe, claiming 6 bombers shot down and 5 probables. The Americans recorded a loss of 9 B-29s, including those downed by Ki-100s over the target area. On July 16, 1945, Ki-100s from the same unit, along with Ki-84s from the 244th Sentai, engaged in a large-scale battle against P-51 Mustangs from the 506th Fighter Group over Nagoya Bay. The Ki-100 pilots claimed 6 P-51 shot down, but in return, 5 Ki-100s were lost, with 3 pilots killed, although American records only confirm 1 loss. On July 25, 1945, 18-244 Sentai Ki-100 fighters clashed with 10 VF-31 Grumman F-6F Hellcats from the light aircraft carrier USS Belleau in an air battle where the Ki-100 pilots claimed 12 victories with 2 losses. Claims and counterclaims for this action remain contentious. The Americans claimed 2 Ki-100s and admitted to losing 2 VF-31 F-6 F-5 Hellcats. These include a Ki-100 and a Hellcat which collided, killing both pilots. After the bombing of the Kagamigahara plant and the slow deliveries of components by satellite plants, the production rate of the Ki-100 declined, and between May and July, only 12 were delivered. Bombing would end production with only 118 of the Army Type 5 Fighter Model 1B having been delivered. Thank you for watching.